Hey guys, this is kind of gonna be like just like a catch-up life updates kind of video, I guess, if you will. I guess it's kind of like what I'm calling it. Just gonna be answering some questions and yeah, kind of like life update. And excuse if you can hear heavy breathing, that's Digger down here breathing very heavily on the floor. You guys can tell by what I'm wearing on my hand. I'm engaged. Yeah, I'm engaged. I've actually been engaged for quite a while. It was very spur of the moment, the way it happened. There was no ring involved. The ring didn't come till much later, and that's one of the reasons why I never even posted about being engaged. Also, too, we're engaged, but it's not like we're planning a wedding right now. We're not looking to get married by like the end of the year. But we got engaged actually last year in July. Going to be a year this July that we've been engaged. Like I said, it happened very spur of the moment. I think number one, because he and I have been together for so long, I still just refer to him as my boyfriend. The ring came long after the fact. For those of you who either know or don't know, my boyfriend's in the entertainment industry and he's a singer, actor, so on, and he's always gone out on the road on tour. And so I was out on tour with him last summer and we decided to go to Ireland. And while we were in Ireland, we went to Ireland, we were in London, Scotland, Ireland. Where else did we go? We went all over the UK on his tour. And then after the tour ended, we stayed in Ireland and we just toured all over the place and just enjoyed Ireland. And we went to the Cliffs of Moher one day and we were hiking all along the Cliffs of Moher. Hiked all the way to the very end where the big tower, like the very end of the other where it's just destroyed and all just ruins. We hiked all the way out there. And it was kind of just he and I. We were both exhausted. We hiked the entire cliff and got to the end, and I was just kind of looking at the cliffs. And if anybody knows anything about the Cliffs of Moher, like the story, it's so majestic and so beautiful. And you're just standing up there, and little did I know how dangerous the cliffs were. I later researched it and found out how many people had like perished there. And I, the little daredevil I am, kept going to like the corners or like the edge of the cliff and being like a daredevil and like standing off on the cliff and like, you know, posing for pictures. We're just standing up there, and next thing I know, I'm just like looking over the cliffs, and I turn around and my boyfriend is down on one knee. And I'm like, huh? What are you doing? I'm not a serious or romantic person by any means. And I started laughing and I said, what are you doing? Get up. Like, what are you doing? And he just grabbed my hand and started saying all these things to me, and that he loved me and he wanted to spend the rest of his life with me. And I just started laughing and I said, you've got to be kidding me. And he's like, okay, you're making this really hard. And I'm like, oh, like, you're serious? Like, I was just kept saying, get up. Like, you've got to be kidding me. I was never one to ever want to get married or anything. I just thought I would kind of be like a gypsy my whole life. I've been engaged a couple times, so I never really was looking to marry or get engaged or anything. So anyhow, so we got engaged, but it was very spur of the moment. It's like he said to me, like, the moment just hit him. And he said he had no ring, he wasn't prepared whatsoever, wanted to propose to me, and it was like the perfect opportunity. And like I said, we continued throughout the tour, continued vacationing in Ireland, and then when we got back, he knows me, and he knows that I'm very picky, and even when it comes to presents, I hate surprises. I hate surprises. So he knows that I like picking things out, even like in terms of gifts for birthdays. He knows it's best to just give me a gift card or ask me what I want, because I'm just very much that way. He never had really looked at rings or anything of the sort. I'm not in any hurry. Like, girl doesn't need to wear, we've been together for so long. Like, the last thing I need to do is, I don't know, I just didn't care about the ring, you know? I just didn't. Finally, I had told him that I had wanted this type of ring I liked, which is, I love an emerald, wanted a halo setting. So I got an emerald cut halo. It's platinum. And so that is my ring. Emerald cut diamond with a halo setting, and it is platinum. So I am engaged. And so many of my friends, every time I say boyfriend, they're like fiance. I'm like, my boyfriend, fiance. He's been my boyfriend longer than he's been my fiance, so I just still call him boyfriend. Around people, I'm just like, yeah, my boyfriend, he'll like, you know, he calls me his fiance, but it's very hard for me to get used to. We had been coming up on a year engagement, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I don't think I've told my girls, my people, that we got engaged. Not looking to have any big, elaborate wedding. If anything, it would be a very small, intimate wedding, and then we would have kind of like a party for like all of our family and friends, after party or something of the sort. Update on my ankle. My ankle is free and clear to be able to start exercising again. I can drive again. I can wear normal shoes again. I finally got the clearance from the doctor. I am free. It's like freedom. I still have to be mindful of it. I can't just like go full bore, but I'm able to finally kind of get back to the swing of things. At least drive again. Thank God. That drove me crazy that I couldn't drive. And I can work out. Obviously nothing too crazy. I have to kind of work my way back into it. I can wear heels again, and that was a really crazy situation. Short story, I was walking Digger, and I was taking him on the same walk that we always walk together. And we were going, if you guys follow me on Snapchat, all my social media is always down below, but I'm always on Snapchat, snapping my walks with Digger or just being out and about. I'm always snapping. So I was actually snapping that day too, and I was taking him on our usual walk, and I do a lot of incline hills, down and up hills, and so on. And we were going on a down, he's close to 100 pounds, and he used to wear a harness. And because I always just felt so bad putting dogs in like collars and them choking him, and I always felt bad because I was like, oh, he's a puppy, I don't want to choke him, he wasn't a year old yet and everything. So I always had him in a harness. Little did I know that when they wear a harness kind of encourages pulling. It's like their job to pull, like they're working dogs kind of thing. So the harness would make him pull more. Anyhow, we were going down a hill, and he was pulling really hard. And he's more than half my body weight. And so he was pulling me, and I yanked back, like, stop. And I stopped him for a minute, but he kept pulling and pulling. And a hill, and I was just trying to kind of catch up with him, but kind of like going really fast down the hill. And he veered off like over into this ditch, and he pulled me and it yanked me forward, and I fell into the ditch. And my ankle just basically went out like this, out and snapped down underneath, and basically broke the ankle in the ditch. A few things have happened to me, so I kind of almost always go into like survival mode. And I immediately just got up and I started to walk, but I was like, oh my God, something's wrong. I could feel it. I heard it crack. And I was like, whoa. Thank God I always had my cell phone with me. And I was able to kind of cross the street and get out of the ditch. And I immediately called my sister, and I'm like, I think my ankle's broken. And she was like, you know, you need to like call 911. I'm like, that's ridiculous. I can just get home. She's like, you just walked down a hill. Like, you hiked like a mile away from your house. How are you going to get back home, girlfriend? It was just, I was by myself. And we were kind of in like a little bit more of like a remote area because of where I take him. But then it was remote, but also there was a little street, kind of a turny highway thing. It was like what is this? A curvy street. And I was kind of just standing off to the side, and I was talking to my sister, and I told my sister, I'm like, look, I have to like get my stuff together. I'll call you back. And Digger in the meantime was still pulling me. You're supposed to sense that I'm in danger, or like sense that I'm injured, and you're not supposed to like be pulling me to know that I'm not well. He could have cared less. He literally was pulling me like into the street, and I couldn't go along with him because here I am with like this broken ankle, and it was killing me. And there was a moment where I had to sit there and think, like, do I just let his leash go? Because he's going to pull me into traffic and like kill us both. So he just stopped pulling. Just thought, you know what? I'm going to just walk home. Yeah, I hobbled on one foot back up the hill, and next thing I know, my phone rings, and I'm like, hello? And they're like, yes, this is the LA County Sheriff's Department. We received a call that you may be in need of, like, assistance. And I'm like, excuse me? I'm like, my sister called you. And they're like, yes, it's okay. And I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? What I didn't want, they're like, where are you located? I'm like, I really have no idea, but I'm hopping up on one foot to the top of the hill. I can tell you my cross street. And the woman was like, if your ankle is broken, I really don't advise you to walk on your foot. You could do more damage. And I'm like, you know, I'm almost there. And she was like, okay, well, let me get a hold of dispatch or whatever, and we'll call you right back. I was like, yeah, whatever. I continued to hobble up the hill, and I had told her kind of whereabouts where I was located. I just didn't know the exact cross street. And I literally hopped on one foot. It was like pure adrenaline, y'all, up to the top of the hill. And next thing I know, I hear sirens, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. And in the midst of me hopping on one foot up the hill, mind you, it's not like it went by super fast. I mean, it took me a while to get up this hill. I was praying a woman would stop, because had a woman stopped and offered help, I would have definitely taken her help and asked, you know, say, hey, can I get a ride home? I would have gladly. But guys kept stopping. Leery of that, but literally I had 3 guys stop. The first one was like, hey, are you okay? Do you need any help? And I'm like, no, I'm fine. You know, thanks anyways. The second guy stopped and he was like, hey, are you okay? You know, you look like, you know, is your leg okay? And he's like, do you need a ride? And I'm like, no, I'm fine. Thank you though. He's like, no, really, I can give you a ride to make a phone call. I'm like, thanks, I appreciate it. I'm good. Like, okay. Do I get in this guy's car and possibly get raped and murdered? So I decided to just hop on one leg to the top, and that second guy came around a second time, which really freaked me out. And he was like, are you sure? Are you sure? And I'm thinking, great. Like, I don't have any mace. Like, oh my God, this guy is now stalking me and won't leave me alone. It started freaking me out. And then I was like, no, I'm fine. I kind of like, the phone rang, thank God. And it was the sheriff's department. I can't tell you how many women drove by me and not one of them stopped. Not one. And I'm hopping on one leg, falling over, like bracing myself on the ground, having to get myself back up. Not one woman stopped. Which, in a way, I guess understandably so. Like, they could think it was some ploy, like pick up the hurt girl with her dog and then in hiding in the bushes is a guy. I don't know. Like, what up on one leg all the way up to the top of this hill. And next thing I know, 7 cop cars, an ambulance, a fire truck. They blocked off the street, you guys. I was so embarrassed and just almost like humiliated. Like, I literally sat there on the curb like, you've got to be kidding me, is what I kept saying to the guy. The guy's like, yeah, it's a slow day. And I'm like, there's people out there who like really need your assistance. You don't all need to be here with me. I ended up in the ER that night and my ankle was broken and thankfully didn't need surgery. That's the story with that. What else do I need to catch you guys up on? My weight loss story video. I'm so glad that it was well received by you guys, and so many of you said how helpful it was. Some of you have asked for pictures, and to be very, very perfectly honest with you guys, I shredded, ripped up, and cut up every single picture of me during that time that I ever had. And that is my hand to God. I got rid of every photo of myself. If I was in pictures with family, I cut myself out of it, but still kept the picture with the family. I know. I told you guys, I don't like her. That girl, I don't like her. I don't like her. And I got rid of her. I was looking through pictures just of my dad, and I came across a picture of me during that time where I was younger, and it was just starting to hit me, and I was becoming a really big kid. And I did find that picture, brace yourselves, because the people who have seen this can't even believe it's me. They're like, you've had work done. I'm like, no, I haven't. Nothing has been done to my face other than some Botox, girl. But I will insert the picture here. Transformation. That was me during my really heavy young kid days, my school days, where I was very insecure and did not like myself. So I'll insert that picture. That was me. I know that my sister has some pictures of me before, and I may go through those. It's hard. It's almost like for some people who have to go back and probably would have to look at like photos that are very like bothersome to them, and like photos that really bring you back to like a bad place, to look at pictures of myself during those times. So it's really hard for me to kind of, like I said, look at myself in that way. And one day, maybe I will share those. If I'll see what my sister even has, I don't know. But y'all saw the one of me. You guys, I got such an awesome response from you guys on the story, on my weight loss story video. I'm so glad. So many of you have written and said how helpful it is to you, as well as my what I eat in a day videos. I post those every week now, a video a week, one video a week of my what I eat in a day video. I initially was going to do like a what I eat in a day Wednesday, but then I noticed I couldn't always do a Wednesday, but at least I was making sure that I did it once a week. So once a week, you will always see a what I eat in a day video. And basically that's kind of the way I eat to, you know, maintain that very large weight loss for me. A car accident story, my domestic violence story of my abusive relationship, my story of being robbed. Storytime videos are definitely coming. I'm gonna have to find a real strong place to have to delve into some of those stories, because, not very good memory. I have some awesome videos coming your way, some things that I have wanted to share with you guys for quite some time, and it has to do with my hair, and I'm really excited to share that with you guys because I've been wanting to for quite a while. And what else? I don't know. Just stay tuned to my channel. Welcome to my new subscribers. And yeah, make sure you follow me on all my social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Pinterest. I still do Pinterest. Some people don't, but I do. And that's it. Like I said, I just want to do kind of like a life update video. Down below in the comments, please do this. Let me know down below in the comments what kind of videos you guys want to see from me. And then I can kind of see what videos are most requested, and I can also do those as well. That's it. I hope you guys are having a great day. Please be kind to each other always, and I will see you in another video soon. I may actually film another video after this. So you may see me in the exact same clothing and everything. Whatever, who cares? I will see you guys in another video, probably literally just right after this.